Okay, guys. So coming up right now, we've got a very funny guy. He goes by the name of Mercer Morrison, and I think that they're ready to go right now. So, ladies and gentlemen, Mercer Morrison.
Well, hey, thank you, Mike. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Mike. It's great to be here on the set of the Jerry Springer Show. Thank you, Jerry, for letting us borrow your set. Also, thank you, Mike, for introducing Vinyl Plane as the band that will put us to sleep when that is actually who my audience is. I feel like Trump at an NAACP rally now. Thank you for that. I really feel just the hate flowing off of them right now because of that. Now it's a tough time for the crowd. I don't know. Thank you to 8 Mile, MC Knox, for that great performance as well. That is not your natural hair, I know it. That is not his natural hair. But I guess it's time to get into my material if you guys actually would want that. I don't know. Where are you guys? Where's Vinyl? I know Vinyl Plane is. I don't know if you're gonna pan over or not. It's cool if you don't. Yeah, this is who. I don't know how good the lighting is, but Vinyl Plane. Where you guys are all from? Long Island?
Yes. Yeah.
Every single one of you.
Unfortunately.
Some of you aren't answering, and I feel like that's like a witness protection kind of thing. Like, what is that? This guy in the center, you weren't answering. Are you also from Long Island?
I am, yeah.
I'm actually, can you guess where I'm from?
Long Island.
No, not at all. I'm actually from Mississippi. Yeah, I'm literally from Mississippi, and like a lot of you are going like, but really you're just like, no, that doesn't make any sense. Yeah, no, yeah. Mississippi, it gets a lot of hate, But I'll have you know that the town I lived in Mississippi was actually pretty progressive. It had the highest gay population out of the entire state. His name's Greg, and he's a really nice guy. Everywhere he went, we just thought it was a gay pride parade. He was like, yeah, go, Greg. I'm like, I'm getting the mail here. Like, I don't know what this is. But white trash just kind of like runs in my family because my family is originally from Kentucky. Have you guys like toured or gone to Kentucky or anything like that? Not yet. You shouldn't. Don't go, okay? Because their second language is English and their first is methamphetamine. Like, that's pretty much how they speak. My relatives actually hate it when I tell that joke. They're like, hey, man, we don't cook meth. We deep fry it. All right. That's how they do it. No, but I'm not joking. Kentucky is seriously the only place where I've been to where I saw a guy wear a sleeveless mustard-stained Who Farted t-shirt to a funeral. I'm not joking. This actually happened. This was at my own grandmother's funeral. I was furious at the guy. I went up to him and was like, listen, Reverend, I don't care who you are. Some of that joke kind of went over some people's head. They'll come to you later when the drugs wear off. All right, that's all I'm going to say. I know. I can smell it on Vinyl Plane. All right.
None.
That's not none.
Sober, Chris.
Zero. Sober.
Clean and sober.
And that was from your parole officer. Am I correct? Okay.
Yes.
No. But yeah, you're from Long Island. I live in the city now. I live in New York. And hear me out on this theory. I think we all have people have hard jobs. I think Al Roker probably has one of the hardest jobs out there because no matter what the news is, he has to go from sad to happy like that. Like Matt Lauer gets some really sad story. It's like, oh my God, a bus exploded in Kabul today, killing 80 people. Sources will say it take months to clean up and bodies are scattered everywhere. Then here's out with the weather. All right, well, speaking of scattered bodies, we got some scattered showers coming in from the east. Back to you in the studio, Let's just, I don't know. You just approved of me? Is that what I'm getting? I finally got the last member of Vinyl Plane to finally approve of me. I made it. Here we come. All right. I'm going to be at the Yuck Yuck Shack in North Dakota. All right. It's going to be great. No, but I'm living in the city now. It's no biggie. How many of you guys are dating? Any one of you dating on dating apps here by a round of broken dreams? Who's doing it? No, yeah, I see that guilt on the face. Yeah, you gotta keep her because it's awful out there. I was on Tinder. You guys have probably heard of Tinder. Swipe left, swipe right. I'm now on one called Bumble. If you don't know what Bumble is, I like to call it the M. Night Shyamalan of dating sites because it's like Tinder, but twist ending, the girl has to respond first. You guys want to know how it works?
Yes.
It doesn't. It doesn't work. I'm more likely to get laid on LinkedIn. All right, it's not going to happen that way. All right, put the bachelor's and bachelor's degree. I don't know. It's difficult dating. I was actually dating a girl that was a wedding photographer, and one of the ways she told me she would make money other than doing that was that she would take sensual photos for women to give to their husbands or fiancés, and she showed me a few examples. You know, they would be like in front of a bowl of fruit or like a bouquet of flowers, and they would have like a robe like off the shoulder. And you know what guys like more than sensual photos? Nudes. Just send us nudes. Like, no reason to waste hundreds of dollars. No girl has ever sent me a nude and I've been like, where's the cornucopia, Jill? All right? I was like, you march your ass down to Michael's right now or it's off. Technology is ruining us. God, it really is. Like, we just want this instantaneous. Like, we just take advantage of it. Like, it used to be whenever you could review things, you know, you review, like, things that needed to be reviewed, like places of business and things like that. And you could write anything you want to. It's like, this coffee house smells too much like coffee, like anything. Now you can literally review things that the earth made. Like, I'm not joking. I just randomly saw reviews for the Grand Canyon, and I was like, let's just see what this is about. First review, not God's best. Like, that was seriously the first review. It's like, ever since Pangea, it's just been a downward slope for God. And a lot of you forgot about that term in 4th grade, but I remembered it, all right? Oh. Yeah, it's technology, I think, is ruining us. Like, it's ruining me from like approaching women with dating and everything like that. Like, I feel weird about breaking the ice now. Like, I went up to this one girl, and it just ended disastrously. I went up to this one girl. I was like, hey, my name's Mercer. And she was like, Mercer, you look like a Zach. Like, has that ever happened to you? Like, you look like a certain name? In what way would that ever help? In what situation would that actually help out, you know? It's like breaking news. A man just robbed a bank earlier today. Eyewitnesses say kind of looks like a Chad. You know, like it would never happen. It never happened. But it is, I don't know, technology is kind of, like, it used to be a big deal to get, like, you know, before phones, like, whenever Amber Alerts would happen, like, you would, like, spring to the occasion. Now it's just, like, when you get weather or Amber Alerts, you just, like, look like Becky's going to go missing a little longer. Dismiss, you know. To me, if they wanted to, like, you know, inform you, they would sneak it up on you, you know. You're in bed late one night, you get a text from a random number. It's like, hey, you up? It's like, oh. Yeah. I'm wet. Oh, really? Yeah, because there's a flash flood on 59th Street. Picture each other higher ground. Damn it, come on! Guess I'll use my blue balls as flotation devices. I don't know. Gotta get out of here. I did actually see an Amber Alert. It literally said, it was like a 14-year-old girl missing in the Borough Park area. We don't know where she is, but she could be between Hamilton Parkway and 14th Avenue. And I got curious, and I was like, okay, well, let's look up where exactly that is. That's a cross street. I don't know if you guys knew that. It's like, so you don't know where she is, except exactly where she is. Is that what you're trying to tell me? It's like this went from an Amber Alert to a check-in on Foursquare. All right, that's not what this is supposed to do. Was that a week? Did that get to you guys? The Amber Alert thing? Is that what's happening? Don't pull back on me now. I'm about to finish. All right. I'll get off with this. That, you know, like I will say, you know, I was making fun of dating sites and stuff, but I think women probably have the hardest out there when it comes to dating sites, because what they got to deal with the dick pic, you know. Every single time I go to ask a girl, yeah, she knows, like, every single time I go to ask a girl for a number, 9 times out of 10 she'll respond with, what are you going to do, send me a dick pic? I'm like, first off, not anymore. Secondly, that is just rude, okay? I don't send dick pics, all right? I don't do that. No woman wants an unsolicited dick pic, am I right? Yeah, I send dick panoramas. Oh, am I right? Am I right? Boom. Yeah, you captured that. All right, guys, that is all my time. Thank you very much.
All right, there. Mercer, thank you very much. I have to say, maybe Tinder would work a little better if they did the endorsements. Like, my mom says I'm cool.
Yeah, I think that would actually not do so well. I don't know if your mom said that you were cool. I feel like that might be like being pantsed at the playground.
I had my mom endorse me on LinkedIn. And I was like, well, that seals the deal,
that
everybody.
Seals the deal.
I'm really good at whatever.
I'm really good at cuddling.
Yeah.
My mom. Yeah.
Thanks for coming by.
Oh, this is a great setup. It's awesome public public access. I can't even. I'm so nervous. I can't even say public access.
Public access. It's kind of a tongue twister. How long have you been doing this?
I've been doing it. I mean, I'm ashamed to say about 7 years. Not quite 7 years solid, but you know.
Yeah.
I started doing it in Mississippi, and then I made my way up to New York. So.
That's amazing. So what you performed in Mississippi then?
Yes.
So you kind of had to come to New York. For the comedy scene, right?
and the running water and electricity. Like that kind of thing.
It's really that.
No, it's not. It's not that desolate. But a lot of people, like one of my friends, like when I first got here and they found out like that I was from Mississippi, they literally said. It's like, I thought you'd be in like overalls and a straw hat. Like they seriously thought it's like the Beverly Hills.
So you're like Huck
there.
Finn.
A little bit. They think it's like a Mark Twain novel.
You rafted into New York City.
Yeah, like I was like, wow, look at all.
Yeah.
But no, it's not. It's a like go to Jackson or Biloxi. It's all modern built cities and stuff.
I mean, I would assume.
Yeah, there's no riverboats and no one's like smoking a stovetop pipe or whatever. Nothing like that.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if there was some. I mean, you go to upstate New York, it's like an entirely different world.
It is.
Like,
it is very. Yeah.
You see, it changes real quick. You get right outside Westchester, and it's like, oh wow.
Oh yeah, and it gets spacious. It gets spacious and nice, and then it gets like too spacious and too quiet, like too quick.
Yeah, it's like I need a grocery store. Okay, I'll see you in 5 hours.
And then like people's belt buckles start to get bigger. It's like Texas up there. Yeah.
So what's like the main difference? So is there a big comedy scene down there? Like, what are the differences between like Mississippi and New York?
I don't mean to. I'll try to like, consolidate it, but we actually created the comedy scene down there. Like me and this other guy in Hattiesburg, Mississippi, we actually created the comedy scene there. And so we've been like funneling almost sort of like a system. We're about 2 hours from New Orleans, so we would get like comics like Hannibal Buress and Todd Barry.
Oh wow!
Yeah, they would just come jump like they would have shows in New Orleans. They would just drive over and do a show and leave, and so we kind of built that up.
That's pretty crazy.
Myself
So
and
like
Jamie Arrington.
you saw like a need for a thing, and you decided.
It was yes. People were crying out for something other than just terrible country music at bars. And so we were just like, let's do this.
That's really awesome. So you told me you just got back from Europe, right?
I did. I just got back. I was in Denmark and Spain. I went to, I don't know if you've heard of the island Ibiza. Have you heard of it?
I heard about it from a song.
From a song? What song? One. Let's hear it. What's the song?
The Took a Pill in Ibiza.
That's kind of what Ibiza's all about. Like, I didn't party too hard, but Ibiza's it's an island mainly built on like migrant workers and EDM. Like that's seriously what it's built on. And yeah, it's weird. Like you said, I took a pill and like yeah, that's seriously like I went to the ATM there and it's like yeah, here are your euros and here is your receipt in Mali. Like it was just it was just the strangest. I've never seen anything like it. Like go to Ibiza, but try to stay sober if you can.
Keep your wits about you if you go there.
Oh yeah, but it was it was a great experience and yeah, like it was good to take a break from comedy and stuff like that.
Did you see any comedy over there at all?
No, I don't even know.
You kind of just took a break.
I took a break from there and I just explored the world and came back here and picked up from where I left off.
Nice. Well, thank you so much for coming down.
Oh, it's not a problem.
Yeah, I'll talk to you later. Right now, we have to go into the vinyl plane. They're not going to put you to sleep. it's I'm sure. Ladies and gentlemen, please enjoy the vinyl plane.